Assalamu alaikum. Thank you for tuning in for a little Monday morning motivation. You got the Monday blues? Let's deal with that. Let's set this week off right. We'll be right back after these commercials.
O Allah, guide me among those whom Thou hast guided aright, and preserve me among those whom Thou hast preserved, and befriend me among those whom Thou hast befriended. Bless me in whatsoever Thou dost grant me, and deliver me from the evil of what Thou hast judged. Surely Thou judgest, and none can judge against Thee, and he whom Thou befriendest is not disgraced. Blessed art Thou, O Lord, and exalted be Thee above what they set up besides Thee. I bear witness, nothing deserves to be served besides Thee, and I bear witness that Muhammad is Thy servant and apostle. Amen.
Assalamu alaikum, family, and welcome to Sajdah's Monday morning motivation. So many of us are so stressed over what could happen, should happen, what gotta happen, what's gonna happen during the week, that we don't start our week off right. We live to get to Friday. We're counting down. We get to Friday over the weekend. It's an opportunity for us to go get drunk. Some of us just go decide we're just going to go to church. Some of us just hit the party scene because we're really just trying to forget those obligations and all that stuff that we got on us. Some of us are so busy over the weekend because a lot of us have children and activities. Some people are single. We ain't got no date. We get upset, so the weekend and the week, and it's all these pressures. Let's start it off right. Okay. I trust that you've already awakened and got your prayers out of the way. Okay. But I'm going to say this. I know a lot of us haven't done gratitude exercises yet this morning. While you're getting dressed, when you're picking up that suit to put on, those pants to put on, grabbing those keys, say, I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for this car. I'm grateful for these keys. I'm grateful for this home, grateful for my closet, grateful for the clothes. As you're making your bed, let's be grateful, right, for everything that we got going on during that week. And I'm going to tell you one other thing is to begin to take charge of your week. So many of us go to work, we can't stand our supervisors. Many of us got supervisors. I couldn't stand this when I managed a supervisor that I was trying to break out of this habit. But she was a woman, and she only knew how to manage people based on the way that she managed her children. And so when she managed men, they would get offended by her all the time because she talked to people like they was a child and all of this kind of stuff. Some of y'all got supervisors like that. Some of y'all are going into work with a pile of stuff that you left on your desk on Friday. Let me tell you something. Put a spiritual and mental plan together. Obviously, you got a plan for your business. Obviously, you got a plan for your job. But what's your mental plan? What's your mental goal this week? What's your spiritual goal this week? And let me give you one. Let this week's goal be the goal of expressing gratitude. Everywhere you turn, every time somebody get on your nerves at work, you should be thinking, I'm grateful for this opportunity. I'm grateful for this job, even though I don't like it here, even though I don't want to be here, even though I can't wait for the new job that I'm going to, even though they sabotaging me, even all this stuff is going on, I'm grateful because it gives me an opportunity to have resources to get to that next level in my life. So our theme this week, y'all can type that in the chat, is gratitude. As we move towards this week, as we're moving into work, let's just be grateful. Every time we get triggered and we feel like we're about to get depressed or we're about to be sad, or we start putting on those clothes that we really can't fit because we overate over the weekend, or we know we should get up and go exercise, but we don't. Let's just start with being grateful. Even if you were supposed to exercise and you didn't, be grateful. Be grateful for your body. And I want you to do body scans. I want you to start from the top of your head to the soles of your feet and be grateful for everything that your mind can scan on the way down to the toes of your feet, to the soles of your feet, to your toes. All right. Start with the top of your head. Start with your hair. Be grateful for that. Be grateful for your brain, your eyes, your forehead, your nose, your skin, your lips, your mouth. Be grateful for your teeth. Grateful for the saliva in your mouth. Grateful for your throat and all the organs in there that are working properly, that make it so that you can swallow, so you can think, so you can eat up all that food you shouldn't be eating. Move on down. Be grateful for your shoulders. Be grateful for your chest, your heart, your breast, your arms, your elbows. Scan your whole body, your stomach, your liver, your spleen, your kidney. Be grateful. Send some gratitude energy to every corner and every atom in your body. Be grateful for your womb, your genitals, your urinary tract, your bowels, your thighs, your muscles, your knees, your calves, your ankles, your feet. Get you some binaural beats. Turn off the music in the car and listen to those beats and put yourself at that 428 megahertz vibration. Be grateful for the vibrations that are coming out of your brain and think about how much more you can control by controlling your thoughts. So this week, as we move through the week, I don't care how unsuccessful we've been. I don't care how successful we've been. I don't care who you are. Focus on gratitude as you move through the week. As you get up, as you get going, be grateful. Be grateful for every piece of fat and every muscle on your body. Be grateful. And let's think about that as we move through. That's going to be our Monday morning theme, where we're just going to get up and we're going to move through with gratitude. We're going to get rid of these Monday blues, because guess what? You control your life. You've been chosen to be on this earth. You are the God that controls the universe that you live in. And if you don't control your living environment, you say, well, not quite, Sister Sajdah, because I live with my parents and they get on my nerves, or I live in a situation, but you control this right here. Control this brain, control this mind, control how you think and how you move. I don't care how many bill collectors is calling you. I don't care how much money you don't got. I want you to be grateful for what you do have. And if you ain't got but a penny, you be grateful for that penny. If you have nothing, look around. Start with the clothes on your back. I'm grateful for this shirt. I'm grateful for this hat. I'm grateful. And just keep that vibration and keep that flow. And I promise you, your week is going to go better. I don't care what you're facing. I don't care if you got to go to court this morning. Everything leading up to court, I want you to be grateful for. Put yourself in that vibrational level and calm down. Take a deep breath, let it out, and calm down. Connect yourself to your breath. If during the course of your day, you find things getting to you and you want to pop off, you get a little upset, stop. Stop for a moment, go somewhere and take 10 breaths. And you can count them out. 1, 2, and as you're counting, be grateful for the breath. It's hard to think about something else as you're trying to count, be grateful, and breathe. I want us to start using these techniques. Many of you have asked me, you know what? You said, Sajdah, I want you to help me with some more day-to-day stuff, just how to make it. I'm telling you how I make it and how I'm able to deal with the tremendous level of pressure that I operate on because of the types of projects that Allah gives me and that I take on. It's a tremendous amount of pressure. And I just want to show you all that you got to breathe through it. There is no God but Allah. Okay? So if you got attorneys calling you, talking smack, if you got some decision you're facing, here's the thing. We out here in this predatory world and everybody's hustling. Everybody's trying to be in charge. Everybody, and we're going to talk about scam artists and hustlers a little bit Friday morning and Saturday morning on the morning coffee talks. But everybody's in that mode, it seemed like. And if they're not in that mode, somebody taught them that they should be in that mode. So everybody got to hustle, everybody got to grind, but you in charge. You are in charge. Every dollar that leaves your hand, you should be saying what? We covered this on the radio show, Asante. We Asante our money. If we can go and buy a cup of coffee, before we put our card in that little machine, we say, Asante. before we put our card in that machine, before we buy anything, before we take a sip of this good, beautiful cup of coffee, it's Asante. I use things like crystals. This is a crystal quart to kind of re-even my body out. I was feeling some uneven energy in my body and my spirit this morning. So I took that time to start to level myself out, to be grateful for it. Places where the energy was a little uneven, I took a moment to just breathe through it and hear it and feel it. See, we want to start to deploy these techniques. And I know a lot of times we get stressed out and we get so worried and we just start begging God, Lord, please. But we got to do everything we can not to send that vibration out into the universe. Even if we at our wits' end, we got to be saying, Father, I know you are able. I know you can give me the answer to this problem. I know that what I'm facing is nothing compared to your level of abundance. I know what I'm facing is nothing as great as you making me to be in this world today. I know that. I know that what I'm looking for ain't nothing but a wink and a nod to you. It's nothing compared to all that you have in creation. So help me to set my mind, because I know that you're everywhere, God. And I know that I just need to make sure that I'm not pinching myself off from you. So show me where I need to open up. Show me where I need to keep my vibration a little bit higher for a little bit longer so I can access the goodness that is already there. I know you didn't bring me into this world to make me suffer. And I know you didn't want me to be suffering for a long time. I know you had a reason for wanting to express yourself through me the way that you did. And I know that I'm older and bigger than any problem that could be facing me. I'm greater than any predator that could be out here trying to get me today. I can escape any plot, any death plot, any debt plot. I seek refuge in you. Elijah Muhammad gave us this prayer. And I have this prayer. I have it right. I keep it right here at my desk. I say this a bunch of times a day. I seek thy refuge from anxiety and grief. Get that prayer. Put something on it. I memorize it, but I also look at it to look at the words. So all of these techniques I'm using throughout the day to keep my vibration at a certain level. And then I take little quiet moments. I try not to schedule myself back to back to back in meetings. I try to take a little time, even if it's just 10, 15 minutes in between, because I might be booked, to get quiet and receive a message, to receive the download. Look, when they say ye are all God's children of the Most High God, we have to start functioning like that. We are a version of the God that made us. And so with that, you should be walking a little bit different this Monday morning. You should be thinking a little bit differently this Monday morning. You should be moving a little bit differently this Monday morning. You should be striving to look a little bit differently this Monday morning, because you know you stepping out and you're representing the God that made you. So you got to roll a little bit different. You got to have a relationship with God where you can say, Lord, this is what I need this morning. And I know you're capable, and I'm grateful. Walk yourself into it. Put yourself into the condition. Whatever it is that you want to accomplish this week, take a moment right now when we get off of this show to feel what it's going to feel like to have what you want and to accomplish what you want. Feel it in your spirit and feel it in your soul. Matter of fact, let's take a few seconds right now. Think of 2 big things that you're accomplishing or that you want to accomplish, or 2 big things that you're facing that you don't know if you're going to be triumphant over or not. And let's take a couple minutes and feel. What is it going to feel like when you accomplish that thing? When you win that court case, when you get that loan, when you win that opportunity, when you get that job, when you get that contract, whatever it is that you're facing, when you overcome it, when you win that game, how are you going to feel? What's it going to feel like? Does it feel like love? Does it feel like gratitude? Does it feel like excitement? Do you feel accomplished? Do you feel like a winner? Do you feel loved? Do you feel like finally? What do you feel like? And let's take a moment and feel that and enjoy that. It may take you a little longer to get there. I practice this a lot, so I usually can get there really quickly. But once you get there, stay there and feel it. And feel it. So when that next person comes up to you and they rude, you're going through the door and they don't hold the door. You had an appointment, but the appointment, you late, they can't take you. I saw a thing on Chicago Media Takeout where somebody set their lash technician's car on fire. Don't be that person. Don't be that person. Don't let your anger and your frustration and your disappointment and your envy and your jealousy get you to the point where you do something crazy, something that makes you other than yourself. Be grateful. And I want you to be so caught up in your gratitude and so selfish about how you want to feel when you accomplish that thing that you're working on. I want you to be so selfish about chasing that feeling and about wallowing in that feeling that you ain't got time to hate on nobody. You ain't got time to argue with nobody. You say, I'm going the other way because I'm trying to stay right here. You really only need a couple of seconds. You really only need a couple of seconds. If you can pray all night long about something and put some affirmations on and pray all night long about something, so every time in your subconscious mind, I guarantee your vibration in the morning will change and you'll manifest that thing that you're praying on all night long. Just make sure that when you're praying, that not in the back of your mind, you're not doubting yourself. You may say, I need $1,000. I know I can find a way. I know there's a plan. I know there's something that I can do. And Allah send me creative ways where I can get this $1,000. Open my mind and my heart, because you wouldn't give me a problem that's beyond my ability to solve. So since it's within my ability to solve, it must be that I just can't see it right now. Because you everywhere, you're all knowing, you're all wise. Help me to open up and see the plan. Help me to open up and access my resources. Give me the power and the courage to ask questions, to move the way I need to move in order to have what I need to have. This is how we moving. We don't always have to know the answer. We just got to get in the right vibrational space. It's all about the vibration. There was people way before you, way before racism, way before sexism, way before all of this other stuff. You and I existed. Way before we were slaves, you and I existed. And the energy of that existence is still in our DNA. Ask your body to tap into that. Tap me, oh Lord, into the strength of my ancestors. Tap me, oh Lord, into a space before we were enslaved, before racism, before sexism, before all these modern day dramas that we've been living in within this 6,000 year period, this 6,000 year history. Tap me into some strength before that. Where's that mindset? Tap me into a space where mentally I don't have to worry about where my next meal is going to come from. Tap me into a space in creation where I don't have to worry about where my next dollar is going to come from. Tap me into a vibration where I don't have to look over my shoulder. Tap me into a vibration where I don't have to stare in the face of somebody that's trying to kill me. Tap me into a vibration where I'm walking the earth like a God, creating and manifesting, helping and loving and being charitable to others. Tap me into that space, dear Lord. Show me for a second, if it ain't but 10 seconds, give me that 10 seconds where I can feel what it's like to live like that. Let me send that. Let me see what happens to my atmosphere when I send that brain wave out into the universe. And take yourself there into those mental spaces. What would it be like to be a bird? To be able to just fly where I want, do what I want, go where I go. What would it be like to live in a world where I don't have to worry about somebody treating me a certain way because of my race, my skin, my religion? What would it be like to not have to be a victim of genocide? Take me there, dear Father. Show me how to tap into that. Maybe I need to start looking at more movies that show me that. Maybe I need to start reading more books that show me that. Maybe I need to use YouTube and Google space and time and places and look at quick excerpts that show me that. But what would that be like? If I feel like I'm not thin enough, what would it feel like to be in the right shape, in the right mental space, to get up and get my workout in? What do I need to do, dear Father, to become dedicated to that? Because the answer is all right here within you. It's all about rebalancing your energies, rearranging your thoughts. Remember from the manifestation series that thoughts are spiritual energy that sends out rays into the universe and tells the universe, oh, mimic what I'm sending you. So you could be saying something with this mouth, but sending fear out there. Or you could say something with this mouth for 2 seconds, and then as soon as you see somebody else. I've had times in my life where I got so upset that I saw myself whooping that person's you know what. And because I know how my brain works, and because I saw it, I knew that if I went and got in that person's face, I would walk right up into it. And so I had to walk myself away. So sometimes there's all kind of, what do they call it? I forget what they call it. It's like a remote way of signaling or remote seeing things where you see scenarios and you see things, and you can travel places in your mind. Take that 5-10 minute work break and travel somewhere else in your mind. So I hope this helps motivate us for the morning. I hope it helps us to take charge of our lives by first taking charge of our mind and the way that we think. Thank you all for being in the chat. Thank you, good God, for those beautiful hands you just put up. Thank you, Anita Rose. Wa alaikum salam. Yes, ma'am. Thank you, Lubia Latifa. Thank you to everybody on the continent of Africa. Thank you, who is watching. You know what? I appreciate my African brothers and sisters who watch us from the diaspora and who have kept up with me. I have not been to Africa now in 3 years. Y'all know I'm dying to get back, but you all keep up with me. You keep watching. I know for you all, it's noontime, it's lunchtime, and you all like to tune in. That's why I picked this 6 o'clock hour. We own this space. I'm a morning person. So I'm at my most spiritual in the morning. And so We're just going to keep owning this space. Sister Betty says gratitude. Thank you, Sister Betty. Amira says the attitude is gratitude. Yes, the attitude is gratitude this morning. Look at Regional Sky Girl in the house. She says, Assalamu alaikum, family, praying that everyone is well. Thank you. Thank you. Great morning to you too, Sister Betty. Who is this on here? Equator 7 gave us a thumbs up. All right, y'all. Thank you. Give a love offering. Cash App, Sajdah Enterprises. I see Nubia Latifa decided to give us a super sticker, and so did Renee H. So super sticker, love offering, hit the super chat. Cash App, Sajdah Enterprises. Support the completion of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad Museum. A lot of you all have been emailing me saying you want to buy a coin. Y'all know the devil stay busy, so I'm sorry you can't Zelle anymore because they told me that I had too many small transactions. After Savior's Day, a lot of people were Zelling, love offerings, $10, $5, $20. And even though it didn't add up in most cases, even to over a couple $100, they was like, we don't like all these small transactions. I was like, all right, whatever. So right now, you have to Cash App. Some of you all like to use your credit card, and you can do that. Credit card company oftentimes holds back so much, but we're working on some other ways just to open that back up to you guys. Right now it's Cash App. So get a friend to help you to Cash App, send that love offering. And we're working on some other ways, but the devil stay busy. So we may even have y'all be able to give you a love offering in cryptocurrency. We got some other things on the horizon. And after we get out of Zelle jail, you'll be able to Zelle again. Sometimes they put you in Facebook jail. We in Zelle jail because they said we had too many small transactions during Savior's Day. Last year, PayPal did that to us after Savior's Day. They was like, we're going to need to hold on to some of this money for about 3 months because there's so many small transactions and we need to understand where they're coming from. That's just the devil to trying to block us and block what we're doing. But the devil will not win. We're bigger. Our mind extends back to the creator of the universe. You will not win. We're the maker, the owner, the cream of the planet Earth, and we deploy that energy in every aspect of our lives. So peace and blessings, family. I love you all. Thank you for tuning in. Tune back in Thursday evening. We're going to be having Love NFT founder Terry Haas on. He's going to be talking about the importance of preserving history on the blockchain. So we'll have some blockchain conversation on. And then Friday and Saturday, y'all know we're going to talk about these scanners and the hit dogs will holler. Because I'm going to teach y'all something that I know y'all sleep on when it comes to getting scammed out of things and getting used by people. The obvious scammers, that's the obvious thing. People who trick you, they just trick you. I've been tricked. Sometimes you just trick. But there's some other things out there that y'all missing. And we're going to talk about that. We may do a show Wednesday morning. Stay close to social media. And I'll let you all know. We're just working on a few things. All right. Peace and blessings, family. Love you all very much. Don't go anywhere. Check out the commercials. Peace and blessings.